Okay, so welcome back. So at the moment I am driving to BMW Oxford. My F700 GS is up for an MOT, so I thought while it's getting its MOT done, I will test out the 1250 GS. So very exciting. I thought it'd be quite a cool video because I have never ridden a big bike before. Well, I say big bike, I've never ridden a bike over 800cc, so it's quite a big jump for me. So it'll be hopefully quite interesting for people to see what it's like for someone who's never ridden a big bike. A lot of the reviews and first impressions I've seen have been people who've been riding for 40 years and have had 18 big bikes, so this should be hopefully something quite, different, seeing someone on a big bike for the first time. So the plan will be to go to Oxford, pick it up, I'll drive it back to home, and then Eliza can join me as a Pillion on the way back, just to try it out, see what it's like as a Pillion. So hopefully also get a fresh perspective of someone as a passenger on the bike for the first time as well. So yeah, should be good. So I will see you when we get to the garage and I set off on the bike for genuine first impressions. Should be quite fun. Alright, so first impressions. Amazingly, I can't feel the gearbox change at all. I'm used to a big thud from mine. Everything's comfortable, the ride is soft, I can hardly feel any bump. It is big when you get on, something which obviously I expected, but you realise the size of the bike. But really sort of easy to ride for sure. Loads of confidence. Much easier than I thought. Right. We'll open it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean it's just night and day when it's on the motorway. Woo! It's so much quicker than mine. You just can't feel that you're going fast. I mean, I'm not going fast, I know, but when I look down and you're going 78, it's like, that happened quickly. It's more tucked up than I thought it was going to be with my legs, but very comfortable. I mean, the cliche, but I could definitely sit here for a while, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you wouldn't have any issues. How do I turn this bloody grip heating off now? I don't want any heating. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Let's just open it up a bit. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like, that's 6th gear from no revs. The thing's trying not to wheelie. That was a bad idea, testing one of these out. Just in terms of everything, it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. I was quite nervous to get on and ride it after the first few little jitters taking off there, where I was sort of unsure about the weight. Yeah, actually it doesn't feel as big as I thought it was going to feel. I don't see why I couldn't you know, happily filter with this if I was going to filter, you know, compared to my F700. So amazingly easy to ride. But basically sitting in a super upright position, my arms are sort of just slightly bent, so I can just sit there nice and loose. Like compared to my 700, like there's just no buffeting from the wind, which is something that I really don't like about this 700. I really feel like sometimes I'm being thrown around quite a lot, whereas I'm getting nothing. I'm used to getting on my chest. Gearboxes, I'm just not used to. Mine is so clunky. It's sort of clunky know you're in gear, so I can barely feel the gear change. I have to look at it for the first, second and third, which, you know, I can only assume is a good thing. I actually don't know if this has got quick shifter or not. I don't know if it's if I can just try or not. I'll stick with using the clutch just in case. I mean, it's just so comfortable. Shish. Yeah, I like the black and yellow. Controversially, I feel like people hate on it, but I think it looks cool. Like, I would genuinely get one if I had whatever this is, 18,000 pounds or whatever. Yeah, I quite like it. It's different, at least a little bit. It's quite distinctive. I don't know why people say they don't like it, but it's all subjective or objective. One of the objectives, so I can see why. It's just so much power, like you just never. I can see why, like, I couldn't get my head around people saying like you can just stay in one gear for the whole time. But yeah, it's quite clear how and why you can. I've just got to get used to the feel of the bike, sort of how it rolls, and get my confidence with it. It's just, the suspension is so soft, like you just can feel every bump. It's crazy. I mean, you can't feel every bump, you can feel the bike adjusting, but it's just so smooth, like you're in a cloud. Shit it out. It is so quick. Look, when you come from your 125 and you get onto your big test, I don't know if all of you remember, but I remember opening up and being like, holy shit, that's a lot of power. No, when you go from, say, a 700 or 800 onto a bike like this, it's like having that feeling all over again, where you open up and you kind of, you know, you get left behind a little bit and you're like, this is how it works for the bigger ones. Really cool, just so smooth, like just crazy. I don't feel any of the bumps. Unbelievably comfortable. And so fast. Right, let me get into this lane. Woo-hoo-hoo! 80 feels like nothing. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's fun. I could get used to this. Unbelievably balanced. Like, my foot is not even. Normally you get a bit tentative when you get still, and this just fills you with a huge amount of confidence. Really amazing bike to ride. I'm not used to the clutches so far out. My hand is hardly reaching. Why is there so much traffic? It's hard to give you all my thoughts and feelings. It's more just about how it feels. Everyone knows all the bollocks about how many horsepower it has and the wet weight and the dry weight. What they don't know is it is quick. My God. When you're not used to the power, it is fun.
finally got there. We're going on the A34, aren't we? Should have put in my earplugs. Have you got the panniers on gas? I'm just gonna see. I'm off centre because I'm just trying to. I was just trying to put on my heated seat, but I can't. So I just press it. Yep. Okay. Go. It's also weirdly quiet. I don't know. It feels quieter than gas. I think because it's lower.
Yeah, you can lower it for it.
What is torque? AKA you don't know. I know. Did these did our intercoms, not that we'd still have it anyway, but did they come with instructions? Because some of the random beeps, I feel like they're trying to communicate something. Yeah, what is that? Well, I know it's the windscreen. Yeah, as a side note, I've put my heated seat on 1 rather than 3. At least that's the buttons I can see from upside down. And my butt is already warm. It's so nice. I think I'm going to need a heated seat now I know that this luxury exists. Yep. Whoa. That's crazy. I feel much higher up, which is a little bit disconcerting. Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, it's the same as always, just gotta trust and go with the bike. But it is a bit weird. I'm just gonna reshuffle. There we go. I mean, what are the major differences between them? Hang on, wait, pause. It's got a shift cam. What does that mean? Is that like in a car you have a cam belt? Oh, so close yet so far. It feels so much more stable. I also feel like we have a much bigger presence on the road. I feel a lot safer, bizarrely. And remember when we were at the mechanics and he was talking about air-cooled versus water-cooled? What's this? Water-cooled. You'll probably need to learn a lot about bikes so that you can sound knowledgeable. He gave us a nod. Yeah.
Just to add, after we filmed this, but as you can see in the video, filtering wasn't an issue at all. It was actually very easy. It was very stable, and yeah, something I was a bit worried about and something a bit concerned with buying the bike was that it was going to be too big, but it was really no issue at all. So that was really cool to see.
If I was to give my Pillion opinion, it's really comfortable. The seat is comfortable. The pegs are in a nice place. On things like the Honda 750, you feel quite tucked up with your feet coming underneath, more towards your body than you want. But this is really comfortable. It's nice and high. I can actually see over Tom, which is lovely. It feels super stable, super safe. You feel like you've got a bigger presence on the road. Going around roundabouts the first time was a bit disconcerting just because I'm so much higher. But it's so stable, it's totally fine. Getting onto it is a bit of a test, where you kind of have to vault yourself on. In terms of protection from the wind, it's actually not terrible considering how high up I am. I think we could probably adjust the screen a bit, yep. Yeah, in terms of comfort, high speed, it's very easy. Rate it out of 10 as a Pillion. If you ignore the top box issue, because that's not really the fault of the bike, it would be 10 out of 10. Woo! That is an enthusiastic sound. I just can't sound that enthusiastic. It's an awesome bike. We're gonna take my GoPro off before they see me, otherwise I'll feel like such a noob.